Between 1949 and 1976, many thousands of children of unmarried women were adopted, even though their mothers did not want to let them go. Many of those affected, both mothers and children, have faced lifelong suffering because that crucial bond was severed unnecessarily. Human Rights Committee, November 2022. In July 2022, the Joint Committee on Human Rights found the government to bear ultimate responsibility for the pain and suffering caused by public institutions and state employees that railroaded mothers into unwanted adoptions. The Human Rights Committee opened an exhibition in the upper waiting hall of the House of Commons in the week ending the 1st of December 2022, sharing some of the stories of those whose right to family life was violated. Many adult adoptees and mothers attended. This is a simple montage marking the journey of just 4 of them. It is hard to think of a more important part of family life than the right of a mother to have her baby with her, and the right of a baby and a child to be brought up by their mother. Harriet Harman, then chair of the Joint Committee on Human Rights. The report includes recommendations for improving the support services available to those affected, and recommends that the government apologises for the irreparable harm that was done. There are some things that only a government can do, and for that reason, that falls to the government to make this apology. The restrictions during the COVID-19 pandemic highlighted the barriers faced by people wishing to visit, often to support, members of their family. The government should put in place rules and processes that allow adopted people to identify themselves as a relative for the purposes of foreign travel, and that mirror the requirements for foreign travel and visas that apply to other family members. The government should encourage other states to adopt a similar approach in their own visa rules. There are huge disparities in the timeliness of the responses of local authorities to requests for access to adoption records. The government should revisit the complaint systems for intermediaries and ensure that those systems are easily accessible and sufficiently promoted. A system should be established so that a parent can pass on medical information that could be relevant to their child, urging the government to improve access to counselling and remove barriers to accessing adoption documents. Finding ways of linking birth and adoption certificates, babies were taken away from mothers who didn't want to let them go. It is time to correct the record. Mothers and adult adoptees continue to await a response from the government to the Human Rights Committee report, which found the state to be responsible for the inhumane adoption practices that took place between 1949 and 1976.